Hello, welcome to part 16 of this Airbnb series, cloning on Ruby on Rails. So in last video, we used MoneyRails gem to write down these prices for this property. Now in this video, we will focus on images part. Okay, so let's first go to Airbnb. Okay, so we do have these images which are really wonderful. Along with that, we have this carousel. This is what we call carousel or slider. So what we will do is in this part we will add multiple images to our property model, and along with that we will add multiple images to property model, but we will show only one of those images, and in next video we will introduce the carousel. Let's do it like this. So for adding images, if we in frame framework, we will have to use active storage for that. So active storage Rails. Let's go to this. Now this, if you have a look at this guide, let's start from top and then we will discuss about this. So it says adding this gem. Let's uncomment this. Okay, but we have already removed all the comments. So let's go to our gem file. Let me shift this side. Gem file, image processing. Yeah, and after that, let's do one thing. Bundle install. I'm just following what this guide is saying basically, but they have mentioned bundle install, but I'm aware that whenever any gem is added, we do bundle install, and even if it is not required, that's not a problem. Then for setting it up, we'll create this. Okay, so I think this will create some tables in our database. Let's have a look. What was the previous change? Gem file change only. Fine. Let's clear this. Rails active storage install. Now let's have a look what has happened. It has created a schema, sorry, migration. So let's have a look at our migration file. Create table, active storage block, create table this, create table this, then there are some primary keys. Okay, so let's do this migration because it's a database change. Rails db migrate. Let's check our schema. There are new foreign key elements, then there are 3 tables in this. So I think this is what it was trying to say. This set of configuration creates, yeah, this has created 3 tables. So that's great. Now we will have to, okay, so these are all the configuration that we can do if we are using Amazon Web Services. Yeah, Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud or Azure storage. For all those things we can use this configuration, but we are using local storage only, right? So we can skip these part. Let's public access node, attaching files to records. So it has one, it attached macro sets up one-to-one mapping between records and files. Okay, but we need many, so let's not go in this. Has many attached, so let's use this in our model, but not a message model but a property model. So let's go to our model, property model. Let's add this. What else? Okay, fine, no worries. You could have used this also, so that would have been fine too. And service, okay, if we are using Amazon Web Services, then we can use service S3 and those type of things. We can set limits and all those things also, or resize things also. Okay, file IO, great. So now we have basic setup of this. So we have the database, we have sort of a way to attach images to property, but we need the images now, right? So for that, because we are using local server, we'll add dummy images to our database. So for that, I'll create a new folder named images, and we'll add few images for this. So for that, I'll just show you the process how you can do this. I have already downloaded few images, so you can do Airbnb property images, and you can go to images section. You can download any one of these properties. Let's download this one. Right click, save image as. I have created a property folder in which I am downloading all these images. Property underscore 12. I'll name it like this. Now let's go to our property. So there are already a lot of images. This is the latest one that we downloaded. I'll convert this to PNG. You can keep it in any format, but for simplicity, keep all these images in same format at least. Otherwise it won't matter actually. It will just, you'll just have to do extra work, that's it, nothing else. Okay, so I have these 12 images. I'll copy all those images to my images folder. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, great. So we have these dummy images now. Now we have to set up these images to our properties. So where can we do that? If you remember, we set up all our dummy data in seeds, right? So let's go to seed. In this, let's go here and see. So attaching images, they are using @ message, which is the model instance of the model, images, attach, and then this. Okay, so let's use this. I'll close this folder. We don't need this now. Just a minute, I'll just take this call. Hello. Yeah, so what were we doing? Messages, images, attach. We will have to create a instance also. So let's do this. Variable and property. Let's attach this, and instead of, let's use property dot images attach file IO path to file. Okay, so for that we can use db/images. I think it should work. And file name, instead of keeping a constant file name, we can write something like property.name. Yeah, or anything. Even if you keep it same, it should not matter. Okay, attach images to model in Rails, seed data. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we have to mention the file name also. App assets images, no, we are not in app folder, we are in db folder. So db images and then this. So let's write property underscore. I'm creating a variable here. For that we will need something like this. Okay, I think that's for JavaScript. Yes, property 1, but instead of that we can introduce a variable I. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3 till 19, 20 times basically. So I plus 1, because our property names we have kept it like this. You can start from 0, 1 to 12 dot png. Okay, what we will do is we'll create 12 properties only, just because we have 12 images. So you can create multiple images according to your convenience. And maybe one more thing we can do. Let's for now create 6 images only, and we will add at least 2 images to each. So I equals to 0 in that case I want first and 7th. I minimum will be 0. Yeah, I minimum will be 0. So in that case it would be 7th image. Good. And I maximum will be 5. 5 plus 7, 12. Okay. So these two will be part of first property, these two will be part of second property, these two will be part of third property, and so on and so forth. You can create this based on your convenience. Okay. Now let's see if this works. No, we will have to reset our data. So for that we will use Rails db reset. It worked. Now let's use bin/dev to start our server. Along with that, because we haven't connected our front end yet, let me open our Rails console, and in that property equals to property dot first. Let me catch the first property, and in that dot first. Okay, it has given some, okay, from attachment it is giving this detail. So I think there is at least some property. I'm not fully sure, but there is at least one property. I'm not fully sure about the second one. Maybe we could have done last, but let's leave it. So till this point we have set up our images and have added to them to our properties. Okay, so we are, for now we are adding two images. You can add multiple. Okay, we will add multiple later on. Okay, now let's go to our app views, because we have to show it in our home index file, right? And instead of this we can use image tag, but let me make sure of that. Sorry. Okay, we can use image tag. So percentage equals to image tag, and now we can write property dot images. Now this is an array of images, so for now I am writing first. We will need these classes. We will need these classes. Class this. Now let's see what has changed. The images are working. Now instead of first, let me write second, and we'll see that for this particular, or for each and every one of these property, images should change. So let me write last. The images have changed. So that means each property has multiple images. So what we will do is, in next video we will add a carousel here. Okay, and maybe I will add more properties, images also. So I might do it beforehand, before the video. I'm not fully sure. So yeah, you can set up more images as per your convenience. That's it for now. Subscribe to this video. Along with that, have a look at the description. In that you can reach out to me on Instagram and or on Topmate. So basically, if you have any questions, if you want to meet me personally, you can schedule a call via Topmate, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.